I'm Lisa Birnbach for Howdini. The holidays are an uptime, but in preparation for them, and sometimes for a lot of us, it's also a very downtime filled with unforeseeable depression. There are foods you can eat to modify your depression. Elizabeth Sommer is with us. She's a dietitian and author of Food and Mood. Elizabeth, please help. What can we eat that will help temper our moods?
Oh, you know, it's interesting because often when we feel the worst, we also eat at our worst and just cause sort of a vicious cycle. But there are things you can do. For instance, don't skip meals. Big mistake. People that skip meals are much more likely to battle mood problems later in the day, uncontrollable eating binges that just accent the mood problem. So even if you're going to a party tonight, have something light in the morning, and I'm not talking a donut and a cup of coffee, but maybe a bowl of whole grain cereal with a little bit of milk and a piece of fruit, and then eat regularly throughout the day to keep not only your blood sugar level high, but also the fuel for your brain high. And then there are certain foods that actually will boost your mood. If your mood is down because a chemical in the brain called serotonin is low, that's usually when people are depressed. You can boost serotonin levels with an all-carb snack. So say mid-afternoon you start craving something, have a bowl of air pop popcorn, or half an English muffin with a little bit of honey drizzled over the top, or a cinnamon raisin bagel with a little bit of jam on it. That will actually boost serotonin levels and might help your mood a little bit.
I think anytime you can eat a carb, you're going to feel happier until you feel worse. Do you crash from a carb?
Well, if you're eating platters, that's a whole different thing, and that's a binge. It doesn't take a lot of carbs to get that serotonin boost. So, you know, it's a couple of cups of popcorn, air popped, not buttered, not, you know, the entire bag. And then there are other things you can do. We know from a lot of research that the omega-3 fatty acids that you've heard about, you know, that are in fish, also not only lower your risk for heart disease, but also boost those serotonin levels and improve mood and even thinking ability. So if you can have a little bit of salmon several times a week, that's great. But if you're a vegetarian or you can't afford a lot of salmon or you don't like fish or whatever, then look for foods that are fortified with what's called algae-based or algal DHA. That's the omega-3 DHA that will help boost your mood and your memory. And you can find it in a variety of foods.
I actually just saw a carton of eggs that said that these eggs were boosted with omega-3.
Yeah, but they're not always the DHA, so that's the trick. You want that, it'll have a stamp on the label like Life's DHA on it. And that's what you want because there's other omega-3s, like the omega-3s that you get in soy or you get in walnuts or flaxseed, that won't boost your mood. They're great for your heart, but they won't give you the mind and mental boost and mood boost. So look for foods, Gold Circle farm eggs, you mentioned the eggs have that DHA in it. Silk Plus DHA soy milk, Omama nutrition bars. Minute Maid makes a new fruit juice, a blueberry pomegranate, I think, juice that has that DHA in it. And that really does help boost both memory and mood.
Now, when you consume it, how much do you have to really feel a kind of lightness of mood?
Well, with the DHA, it's going to be over the long haul. So just start, you just include at least 200 milligrams of that DHA in your daily diet, and you'll notice over the course of weeks that your mood isn't plummeting as deep as it normally would. The effect that you get with the carbs, you actually get immediately. Like within an hour of having that air popcorn, you may see a boost in your mood because it has a direct effect immediately on serotonin, whereas the omega-3s have more sort of a long-term effect.
Now you can take omega-3 or maybe even DHA as a vitamin or as a
supplement as well.
As a supplement.
Yep.
Serotonin, does that come in some kind of No.
No, it's a protein.
Not in this country.
No, not in this country. We used to be able to get tryptophan supplements, which is the building block. It's an amino acid, a protein fragment.
That's in Turkey, isn't it?
It's in Turkey. But believe it or not, even though it's the holidays and we're thinking turkey, turkey will not boost serotonin levels, even though it contains the building block for serotonin. It's a protein-rich food, and protein-rich foods block that serotonin effect. So you need the all-carb snack to get there.
Well, I think it's interesting that foods actually can affect your mood to the extent that you say they can.
Oh.
Because I think, again, with mindless eating, we don't realize that we're also going up, going down, going up, going down.
Absolutely. You know, I think most people know that if they don't get enough calcium, that over the course of decades it'll lead to osteoporosis, or if they eat too much saturated fat, that they may someday down the road end up with heart disease. But the link with food and mood is much more immediate. Literally, what you eat or don't eat for breakfast will affect how you feel mid-afternoon.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
For Howdini, I'm Lisa Birnbach.